And this episode of Penn Point starts right now. This episode of Penn Point is brought to you by Squarespace. I guess I got to do something about Gabrielle Giffords, about the Arizona shooting. 9-year-old girl. A lot of people, people have, on Twitter and stuff have asked me if I have an opinion on this. And I think, I was listening to NPR, government radio, and they were trying to do a big thing on gun control about how now's the time for gun control because this mentally ill person in Arizona was able to buy guns easily, kill people with them. And they read a statement on NPR that the National Rifle Association had sent to them that said now is the time for mourning and prayer, I think, too. And when I hear the word prayer, I just kind of dismiss it, but mourning. And we don't want to discuss the politics of that right now. And of course, the NPR people came on way cynical, saying that this was the National Rifle Association being manipulative. And of course, they wouldn't come on now because they would lose, because people are up in arms, so to speak, about gun control. And all I could think was, it seemed like the right answer. And maybe there are reasons. Maybe NPR knows what the National Rifle Association's motives are better than I do. I mean, they must know better than I do because I don't know it all. And maybe it is totally cynical, but, it just seems wrong to use a tragedy like this for political points, And some people that I was reading on Twitter were saying that maybe, this could be used to help push gun control through. And that seemed cynical to me. And then all the people talking about why this guy did it and blaming Sarah Palin and blaming the Tea Party and blaming the culture of violent rhetoric. And people that I know and love have been talking about this, that we all have to tone it down. Now, I'm not one to use violent imagery. I think if you look at the Penn Points, in most of the carrying on that I do, the carrying on all the time, I don't think I've, in fantasy, really threatened violence very much. You get a lot of fuck yous out of me, but I don't use I don't think I do. Maybe I'm not even aware of it. I'm sure someone will point out to me. But I don't use violent imagery. But I think violent imagery is okay. I really do. And I think when you start saying that there's a climate that creates something that makes these perps act the way they do, you're taking responsibility off the perp. You're somehow, and I wrote this thing on Twitter, so this is like 140 characters. I wrote, fuck civility, hyperbole, metaphor, and passion are beautiful parts of rhetoric. The marketplace of ideas must not be toned down for the insane. From that tweet, I got, thousands of answers. I tried to respond to a lot of them that said, some people just saying, I'm going to unfollow you now. Civility is all that matters, and, civility is really important. And I guess by their definition of civility, maybe I don't know if saying fuck you, I guess that's pretty uncivil, right? But I don't use violent imagery. You can't go through bullshit and find places where Teller and I say that someone should get their ass kicked or something. And these people that I know in Chicago who are always talking about kicking Dick Cheney's ass, and I would just, I beat up this person, and this person's mayor, fuck him, I'll punch him in the face. They use the imagery all the time, yet they blame the Tea Party. And then the other side says that the thing that this perp belonged to I use perp because I watch Law and Order. I'm sorry. It sounds awful, doesn't it? Perpetrator. Alleged, gunman. This group he supposedly belongs to is called American Renaissance. And I haven't looked into it much, and I don't even know what it means to belong to that group. But it seems like there's some stuff you can find, and maybe this is cherry picking, that says that this group believes that Sarah Palin was a Zionist puppet. And there's some stuff that'll say that the Tea Party is a CIA front. That's cherry picking data, And I don't know if Sarah Palin putting this stuff up is. And then people say to me, well, Sarah Palin believes it because Sarah Palin took the stuff down, the targets over the faces of the Congress people. She took those down. So she believes it. And my answer is, if you don't agree with Sarah Palin on anything else, why do you agree with her on this? I think it's wrong. Why would she take down the targets? Why would she say this? And why is she even using, blood libel and phrase like that that's loaded? And I've talked about this before, I don't like the people who attack Sarah Palin, but I cannot find a way to defend her on anything. But I don't think she killed people in Arizona. And I disagree with the Tea Party. And I'm an atheist, so I'm not part of the Tea Party at all. They're all totally in this God thing now, And I'm for all immigration, open borders, and I'm for all sorts of gay activity. I'm for everybody having gay sex all the time. That's what I'm for. Squarespace offers users a flexible solution for anyone looking to create a blog, personal portfolio, or any kind of website. No matter what level of coding experience you have, Squarespace can provide the tools needed to create a high-end, complex website that is uniquely your own. Don't worry if you come across any questions or issues. Squarespace also offers every user 24/7 support. Squarespace just pushed a brand new social widget for geolocation services. Display your most recent check-ins from Foursquare, Gowalla, and Facebook Places on a live Google map. Squarespace is the only web publishing platform with a native built-in solution for displaying your check-in data. The widget is totally customizable and fully integrated with the Squarespace style editor. Squarespace's iPhone app lets you publish to your blog on the go and comment moderation. Get push notifications to approve new comments, mark existing comments as spam, reply to comments, and more, all from your iPhone. Many of the internet's highest traffic web pages are powered by Squarespace, not to mention many of the personal pages of Revision 3 hosts and personalities. Go to www.squarespace.com to learn more. Be sure to enter code PENN, P-E-N-N, when checking out to earn 10% off the lifetime of your order.